KICKASSETS. Cha-ching!
Here's an update on the house in Namurikawa on the 1st of May. We've had some work done. The front, where it was peeling plaster, has been done. And now we walk through the front door. We've cleaned up. We haven't yet got to the point of ensuring that we've got all the timbers waxed and cleaned, but we're getting there. The lovely tulips from the Tulip Festival. A bicycle so that we can get around, because foreigners can't own cars here. Lovely artwork from a festival that we went to. We bought it at an antiques dealer. You then walk through the front door and up, shoes off, large steps. We've managed to purchase some beautiful little pieces, some decorative pieces. And these doors here in front are from the builder. They're a gift. So you then move through to the front rooms where we've got brand new tatamis. Not a lot of work needs doing here. Those lovely dolls were left behind. So we have those. A nice little cupboard in the corner there that we purchased from an antique dealer. And then walking through towards the garden room, we've had all the shoji rice paper repairs and replaced. Got this lovely little cupboard down here. Again, more dolls as a gift. And this cupboard here, and we know it doesn't belong here, but until we get the rooms upstairs done, it will stay here. And a scroll feature that we bought from home. Out, you can see that we've started work on the garden, but it's going to require a bit more work. It's going to be mainly a rock garden. But you can also see from here how the tin and all of the flashings and the plumbing around the courtyard's been done. It was quite expensive, but we had leaks, and so we had to spend the money and make sure that the place was going to be watertight. Then heading back through the main rooms, downstairs. Another little feature under the stairs. All the bedding that was left behind. We've made sure this corridor is nice, wide and bright. The stairs have been repainted and refinished. The storehouse, which is connected to the house, we've had some concrete repairs done. We haven't yet replaced the tatami here, but we have uncovered the beautiful ceilings to ensure that they actually then can be oiled, and they have to be repaired upstairs before we go upstairs. But it is a beautiful feature upstairs where you can slide open that door and that could be a second bedroom. I've also bought a lovely little side cupboard that will be a bedside table. So this room will become a bedroom. We've also got this gorgeous door. We've put some acrylic on it so that the wind was whistling through here in the winter. But you can see the remnants of what was here. There was a fire at some stage, but it hasn't affected any of the major beams. So this beautiful door, which was completely unusable, still very heavy, can be shut. And look at that beautiful lock. So then we head upstairs. And if you turn left and go down the corridor, we've put in what was an empty, tiny little thing at the end of our corridor that went to nowhere, did nothing. And we scoped out where the wardrobe was, and that's become a toilet upstairs. and a sink. Then you move through the hall, and we moved all the doors because now we have along this hallway matching doors. One that goes into the master bedroom, which again had hideous ceilings. Don't mind the bedding. Again, more bedding. It had hideous ceilings, but we uncovered these gorgeous beams, and the builders had never worked with this before. So we had to ensure that they understood to leave the beams exposed rather than boxing them in and put the plaster around them. So whilst we wanted to polish the ply, unfortunately it's a bit stained from the builders, so we have to, we're going to cover them up with these mats, or we'll put some tatami down eventually. But we've got room there for a wardrobe. Just need to find the bits of furniture to go in there. So it's a massive, massive room. We pulled out a room and another empty space and put in a shower room so that we have bathroom facilities upstairs as well as downstairs. So a nice fitted kit bathroom, hanging unit for towels, and then in this landing there was a cupboard that looked like, from what we gather, children used to sleep in. And again, there were covered ceilings, hideous things on the floor. We've uncovered them all, and we love these beautiful features. There was a hole in the floor where the stovepipe used to come up, and our builders replaced that. But we're looking forward to putting a couch here where you can sit and get some afternoon sunshine. We then move up into what feels like an older part of the house. Got a lovely balcony here where the doors open. There was an aluminium, basically a laundry satellite dish station here. We've pulled that out. Ultimately, we don't need it. We'll get a dryer. But it gives us a beautiful, beautiful place to sit and again look over the balcony. So then moving into these rooms upstairs where we've hardly touched them. And we've got some tatami that we have to go through from downstairs because we replaced all of downstairs. And we don't actually have to touch the walls here. We'll have to check out the tatami underneath, but the flooring's still perfect. Gorgeous ceilings up here. Beautiful rama. And then you move around here where, again, we've had all the rice paper replaced and some of the little timber joints were broken and they've all been fixed and replaced. Back out onto the landing, and we've got this little room here which we haven't done absolutely anything with other than pull out the revolting shelving and the disgusting tatami. So this room is going to be ready for another bedroom. And again, we'll move cabinets and bits and pieces up here when we've got them. And then you move out to the front that overlooks Highway number 1. We've got new neighbours going in across the road. So then you move down to the back of the house. Changing hands. We've put in lots of handrails for those big steps because it's really important that you don't fall. So back downstairs. Changing hands. Then you move through to the kitchen. So we've fitted out a modern kitchen with a dishwasher. Looks a bit sparse, one comfy chair in the whole house. But we're getting there with this space. We've ordered some nice seating for around the table. Don't mind the mess on the table. You then go through the other side of the kitchen where there were multiple doors that we've removed and put just one in. We've got a laundry room here right by the back door, brand new back door. And then, if I'm not making you giddy, downstairs, we've got an actual bathroom. So, a lovely modern bath, all in black. Takes care of itself, the cleaning, which is lovely. And then moving back down the hall, just slightly, to where the bathroom is. So we've got a toilet downstairs and a toilet upstairs. Very luxurious for a house this size, but it was definitely the way to go because it gave us the options. When you're upstairs without having to go downstairs all the time. So moving back down to the front of the house, you can see that it's quite large. We've left deliberately this squeaky floor because we need to know if there's any ninjas coming through. We love the place and we want to thank Colin for all the work he did in making sure that we had our beautiful new home.